Yo, 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 what it do, what it is, y'all. It's your boy Taylor May Rock. You're now tuned in to the infamous No Filter Show. And as always, I'm joined by my great co-hosts.
Y'all know the vibes. BBF in the building. K Quick, Mr. A6, villain in the white mask. Walter Dexter Fitz. We in here. And we go forward, shouts out to everybody. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Sorry for the slight delay in uploads, but there will be new uploads, including full interviews dropping this weekend. Yeah, yeah.
Hey everybody, and as you know, I am just Star. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, though? Hey fellas,
What's poppin'?
daylight saving.
I love daylight savings though. I mean, granted, you got to get your sleep pattern back together, but I love it that it doesn't get dark till 9 o'clock. Dang there, or it's gonna seem like that way in a minute. Because I hate getting home in the evening at 6 o'clock and it feel like midnight.
Man, listen. When I saw the link go up for us to get started, I was laying on the bed. I had the stereo blasting music, and I'm like, the link. Looked at the time, was like, oh shit. Jumped up and called. Just
Oh,
start plugging my device.
she thought it was seven still.
He
Nah,
really,
I love this time of year.
really did.
I love this time of year. Not even gonna lie to you. As a
Facts.
child, this was the time where we used to love hanging outside. You feel me? Just because it's dark a little late, you know what I'm saying? Feel like you grown a little bit, you know. Um,
Man,
it sucks when you get up in the morning and you go to work and you're there for 8 hours and then on your way home you see the sun go down and then it's
yeah,
like
dog.
it kind of brings on like low key a form like a form of depression. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels like you're not really living life. Like you're going to work and coming home and going to sleep and the day's repeating. But with daylight saving
Facts.
times, it just feels like life
There's
is a
so much
little
day
bit
left.
brighter. Exactly,
So
exactly.
much day left, bruh. I got home and I'm like, shoot, let me go to the park. That's what I like. I like being around nature and the fact that it's bright outside and there's like when the work day is over, you still got another half a day left to do
Yep.
stuff. It's light outside, yo. I love it.
So hold on. I think if I'm trying to find it in the chat where I think it was oh, they said that daylight savings time has been is suspected to be um increasing heart attacks.
Wow.
I, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but I did see that.
I mean, like I would like because granted, I didn't get a chance to read up on it. I heard it myself, but I would like to know like the scientific and or medical cause behind that.
Hmm. I
I
do.
would venture to all
So
the
some
hormones and how it's causing it.
yeah, some people say that it says individuals who are sleep deprived. Um
I see.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I guess it fucks up their process. I mean, I deprive myself of sleep sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I may get like roughly
Yeah.
I want to say I average 5 to 6 hours of sleep, sometimes less, and I'm used to it. Like my battery recharge real quick. So
I'm like that too, but last year I learned the hard way that I have to make more time for rest because apparently I do it consecutively as far as like the days that I do it too much in consecutive. So if I do it too long, like say I kind of deprive myself because I'm either in the studio or busy doing stuff. If I do that joint for 6, 7, 8 days, now it'll come back on me and haunt me in a sense. Like I like I'll say this again. Like once I fell asleep at the wheel, which almost caused something drastic, which and that just showed me that I think I need to get more rest. I sleep deprived myself, and it almost came back on me in a very bad way. So I just got to be more cognizant of how I do it and how I break it up, basically.
you know what? There's nothing wrong with putting in those late hours. I think there's a balance to it. What I learned is no matter what I do, I want to work. I'm always got my hands in something. I'm never getting the proper sleep that I need. But on those quote unquote rest days, I literally take advantage of that. Like I literally lay in the bed or lay on the couch, and I call them old man naps. When you laying there, you watching TV, and next thing you know, you fall asleep and you wake up and you got drool on your hand and you ain't even know you sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like I really take
Facts.
advantage of those nap times to really recharge. And then on those days, I actually try to still go to bed at a reasonable hour. So that's how I find my balance.
What
Ladies,
about what about you, Star? I know you Queen Nappertini over there.
Man, since daylight saving, I be up. I've been going to sleep at like 4 and 5 in the morning because I don't even realize it's that daggone late. Like literally, the sky is lightening back up when I close my eyes. Damn shame.
Healer, since you've graced us with your presence.
Well, you're welcome. Um, um, oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Naps. I don't know the last time I took a nap. It's been a while. I used to try to get a nap in every day, but the only time I get sleepy is around the time when the kids get ready to come home, so I can't. Um, so I don't really nap much, but I need to because I be tired.
Mm.
yeah, naps are actually needed. Honestly, I kind of feel like the workplace need to incorporate nap time or provide us with a space where we can take naps.
What petition do I sign for that?
Because actually, if you think about it, all in all, after nap time, you're actually recharging, you're a little more productive to finish the day.
Man, oh, man. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Where do we sign? We need to start a petition immediately. I bet you that joint blow up soon as it's out.
there's no ball.
Yeah, we should
Hmm.
be it should be paid napping.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, want to
You
see
know
something funny?
what's
What's
up?
up?
Speaking of blowing up, shameless plug coming. My phone blew up the other day, y'all. Yay!
Oh shit!
For what?
Susie! Yay! It has not stopped ringing.
Oh yeah, because you're a whole star now. So why don't you tell the folks about these notifications and what they involve since we're on the air now?
So we've been waiting for 2 long years. That's how long TV has had Rise of the Golden Girls. And they just decided randomly the other day to drop it on the platform with no warning to us whatsoever, not even the director. Just boom. So my introduction to it was my phone ringing.
That's crazy.
Yes,
Folks were
people
saying,
literally, I just saw you on TV. I'm like, you saw me? And then I got on Facebook and saw everybody posting about it. But I had absolutely no idea prior.
yeah. Well, I can't wait for season two. Let's just say that.
Listen, literally, that's all anybody has been talking about. What's going on with season two? What's going on with my character? I was telling a few people, I'm like, well, to make any type of production costs money. I literally have women talking about selling cake and plates out of their house to
See?
get up.
Get the
To,
get the community involved. That's what I'm talking about, Star. Do that.
I'm honestly, I'm happy that it came out, but I'm really shocked at how many people want to jump in and donate to get production of season two started. Like that was the biggest shock to me.
But what I think is going to happen because it's such a dope series, the way I know it's going to be promoted, anticipation is going to be so high. The following it can generate, they're going to willingly want to donate. They're going to want to see that season two because they can get season two. They can gig it. They can get it. But with the help of the community, we can get it faster.
All this does is make me more excited for another shameless plug coming. Remorse, August 2024. How about that?
Hey, Facts, super facts. Shout out to Global Square Productions. How we do little doing this thing. Aaron Lawson. Shout out to Shorty for the two amazing projects y'all just dropped. I already know they finna do something crazy because they already are. Shouts out to y'all. And speaking of something crazy, let me just get this out the way off rip. Rock, roll my dang logo, please. Welcome to another edition of Quick's Corner. Now, hone it in.
Wait. Don't you gotta have your camera on the hone in?
No, because I want y'all to see this dope
Yes, you
graphic this dope. Hold on, I run the corner right here. This is my block, dog. At least right on this corner. Now I want y'all to see this dope picture of mine right here. That's why I want you to hone it in. There it is. Look at that joint. Shouts out. He's still here. Anyhow, now I would like to direct this corner to one of the GOATs, to a national treasure, someone who I am an extreme fan of. I remember being little watching a few of his pay-per-views. One of the GOATs of boxing. I gotta speak as a fan right now. Mr. Mike Tyson, you have one job. One job. Because for those who have been living under a rock, he is coming back outside because he and YouTuber Jake Paul turned boxer are now scheduled to fight this year. And right now, they are no longer going to have an exhibition because Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, this is breaking news that just was released 2 days ago. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are now pressing the committee to make this a full-on professional fight. That means no headgear, 18-ounce gloves, the whole 9 yards. Mike Tyson, my good brother, you got one job, and that is to knock this kid's head right off his shoulders. I want a 30-second first round knockout. Humble this kid. Because I ain't going front. Him and his brother, I didn't like them at first because to me, they bully people. They were jerks, I think I need you to humble this. We need you to humble this guy. So far, all he's picked are people who he feels he can easily run over, like retired folks and so on and so forth. But, bruh, Jake Paul, let me talk to you. This is not just anybody you signed up for. This ain't your average boxer from back in the day. This is Iron Mike. Do you not see this is not somebody who's, this is Iron Mike, bruh. Folks, what do y'all think about this new news of now they're pressing this to be a full-on professional bout now? Exhibition. This ain't Roy Jones. Exhibition out the window. This is full 12-round bang out. What we got? What are we doing?
I would love to see Jake Paul get knocked out. Let's not be mistaken by that. At this age, I hate to see our old vintage boxers in the ring putting themselves through that. We all know how brutal boxing is, and we know with age things don't heal the way they supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And I just kind of think that even though he can, he shouldn't. I think Tyson just needs to chill. And this is no disrespect to him saying that he can't. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing Tyson live his life and be who he is now. I don't feel like Tyson has anything else to prove in the ring. I think this is strictly a cash grab, in my personal opinion. You gotta show Jake Paul a little bit of respect just because he stepped into this shit and he's actually taking it serious. I mean, regardless of who he's fighting, he's walking out the ring a winner. He's knocking the nigga out. Now, let's be completely honest. They may not be professional boxers, but they definitely threw hands in the street. So Getting in the ring and throwing hands with anybody is not an easy thing to do. I really think it shouldn't be happening. But I agree with you. Tyson needs to knock this nigga out. I feel like if Tyson, they make it an actual fight and Tyson loses, this may tarnish his legacy.
Star? Or is she dropping the deuce?
I think
She
she
going,
fell asleep.
don't worry. Anyhow. Oh, no, there she
I
is.
couldn't hear you.
Yeah. All right. I said,
Must be
what do
my
you think
signal.
about this?
Sorry, y'all. Y'all hear me okay?
You're good.
Listen, I've been a Tyson fan for a long time. I think I agree with the general consensus that I can't wait to see Jake Paul get his ass kicked. That's really all I have to say about it. And whoever is showing the fight, let me know. I'll be there.
Mm. Quick, what you think?
Same. Because this is how I look at it. Like the last professional pay-per-view I seen with Tyson was when he was in a bad space and he kind of took a dive. You know, I'll remember. I can't remember if it was Lennox Lewis or if he fought someone after, but I remember the last fight. But this is a different Mike Tyson. This is a Mike Tyson who's at peace. He's not in any turmoil that we know of. I'll say that because we never know what people are going through. He's in a great mind state, and based on especially like with the Legends League he did with Roy Jones and a couple years back, so on and so forth. I think the only reason he's boxing is because he truly loves the sport. His mind and heart is in a different place with it now, to where when he kind of took those L's at the end of his career, he even said in the post fight interview he did it to pay his bills and so on and so forth, and he would no longer disrespect the sport. But now he's back in it. He's in fighting shape. He's in great shape. Got him because he's back in great shape because I truly believe he loves the training and he loves. I think he found a different love for it, or or a new love for it was reborn. So in my heart of hearts, I personally would like to think his decision to fight Jake Paul isn't just money based. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, I know the check for this, especially because on all cylinders, as far as social media outreach, Jake Paul and his brother and so on and so forth are one of the tops of the food chain. So I know the check is good, but still, I believe it's just more than that. And with that being said, my hope is that this is a first round knockout. I hope that his head is Jake Paul's head ends up in the upper deck when Tyson hits it. That's my that's my thoughts.
I get it.
Like
I'm
Tommy
with you.
up in the
Just
stand.
just like that.
So look, I got something I want y'all to react to. Y'all ready?
What we got? What we
Yep.
got?
Check it out. Oh shit, hold on. My bad. I thought I put it on the screen. All right, check it out.
Who is responsible for running around making these babies? Are we equal? Now, from a woman's
Women.
standpoint, it's women's fault. Tell me why. Tell us why.
It's a woman's fault because the woman, the woman have the baby. So a woman shouldn't have a baby with nobody she knows she not gonna be with forever. So I blame women.
Dre?
Period. I could be irresponsible as I want to be in these streets. At the end of the day, if you know I'm not gonna be with you, if you know that we just turned up and had a good time, we shouldn't be having no kids together. Straight like that.
But what about
So,
but did you protect yourself or do you any
I
responsibility for not
did.
what?
I did
Oh.
in some occasions, and I didn't in some occasions. And I will be honest about that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me personally. I know I probably sound like an asshole.
No, let's
But to
go
me
there.
personally,
Yeah.
I still say, even if I did, it should be on the woman to make sure she ain't having kids with people that she ain't gonna be with forever. Because at the end of the day, who is it going to affect the most, the man or the woman, or the child? You know, you're going to have to sit there with that child and explain why daddy ain't here. Tell him, don't just tell him that he ain't here and he ain't a good daddy. Tell him that you was never with daddy. You know, tell him that you and daddy was never in love. You know,
but are you attaching?
Had a baby on some random. I don't know what it was, but let's keep it real.
But are you attaching? Are you attaching love? Are you attaching being in love with the responsibility of a child?
I feel like if you got a child, you got to take care of your child. Period. If it's here, but I'm just saying you should have children with people you in love with, who you want to be with forever. That's just my opinion.
I have a different take on it because what I think about a man, you know, I think that everything starts with him. It starts and ends with him, right? There's this blame game and this relational war within our community, and it's so problematic, right? There's a lot of hurt on both sides, you know, a lot of blaming on both sides. But me, the buck's gonna stop with me. That's not saying that she doesn't hold no accountability, but it's gonna start with me and it's gonna end with me. And I think that if we as males and men begin to take that particular perspective, we'll be more careful on who we put our dicks in.
Yeah, thank you. Speak clear, Mano.
I feel like we all responsible. We all have accountability, and I don't want to point the blame either left or right. But I have a question. If a man is dealing with a woman and woman says, look, I'm on birth control, you know, it's good. And I'm like, I don't want to have no more kids. And then, you know, she ends up pregnant down the line. And then you say, well, how did you get pregnant? She said, well, I missed a few days, but I want to have this baby. After I already said I don't want to have no more kids, whose fault is that?
Okay, I got an answer, but I'm gonna let Dre answer from male perspective. I'll take from female perspective.
There's already lack of trust, just like Slim said. There's a lack of trust within women within itself. So if that's the case, and you're listening to what a woman is saying, and you trust in that, I think that's problematic on a man's half. If you already know what's out there, I'm going to continue to strap myself up because I'm not going to leave anything to chance. Because you know what happens when you leave stuff to chance, chance happens to you.
Let me give you an example from a woman's standpoint. You can tell me I had a vasectomy. I'm not leaving that trust to you. I'm not even leaving that up to you, because I do take the position from a woman's standpoint. Getting pregnant is absolutely up to me. So I take autonomy of my own body. So the same way we say choice, I have the choice to make you strap up. I got the choice to make sure I got an IUD every 5 years. I make that decision. I don't leave it up to you, because you can tell me whatever you want to, because y'all all say, I want you to be my baby mama. They done all said that.
Shout out to them. That's a lot. Let me real quick. So I will say, starting off, that everybody had valid points, right? So let's start with Slim Thug. I know y'all got a lot to say about what he say. Do you agree with him? Is there any type of truth to what he was saying?
Well, firstly, overall, I think that was a very healthy conversation, just being that there was different viewpoints. Some people were saying the same thing, but coming from different angles and saying it in different ways. All in all, I thought it was a very, very, very good way to have that conversation. Now, Slim Thug, him and the young lady at the end of the conversation basically echoed the same thing, but they said it in different ways. So, in a sense, I don't like putting blame on women. That's what I'm not doing, because everybody's responsible. You know, I take responsibility. The women takes responsibility. But at the same time, I do know the woman has all the, let's be honest, when it comes to whether or not a man and a woman have sex consensually, the woman really has all the control. Because if a woman says no, it's not going down. It's really not going down. You know what I mean? And if a man doesn't want to wrap it up, the woman can say, no glove, no love. You know what I mean? The woman is literally the captain of the ship when it comes to all of that. Woman says yes, it's a go. If she says no, you can go home. You know what I mean? So in a sense, in that retrospect, I agree with him.
Man, look, I ain't even gonna lie to you. But he spoke 100%, my personal opinion, what I feel like a woman's responsibility is. I think you control what dick goes in you. You feel me?
Facts.
I think a lot of the ain't shit niggas, they show signs that they ain't shit. You feel me? And I think a lot of women think that a baby can change a person. You feel me? No, a baby will show you how much this nigga ain't really shit. You know, and I kind of feel like that's where it comes into, I think sometimes women, not all women, but I feel like women need to be better at the choices of the people that they deal with. And that's just how I feel about it.
Go ahead, Star.
Ladies,
You unmuted when Quick was giving talk.
And the whole time Slim Thug was talking, all I could think is angry cursing face emoji. So my only comment on that conversation is, "Ugh!" That's it.
so may I ask you, how did you feel about the woman? Because like I said, they basically said the same thing. They just said it in different ways.
You're just gonna make me talk about it anyway. Okay, this
Yep.
is what
Yes, we
avoidance is. I agree with everybody that said that it's a two-part blame. At the end of the day, yes, a woman decides, but men decide too. And people seem to forget that. Like, I'll give you a good example. Mano then switched it around and gave another perspective and said, well, what if you already told her that you didn't want kids and she said she was on birth control? Then I agree with the man that responded. That's your damn dumbass fault because you don't know how she's feeling from day to day. You don't even know if she's really on birth control or if she's just saying that because of who you are. I think what we have to look at is that these are celebrities who are speaking from their point of view. Their lives are different from ours. When they meet people, they have to question the motive of why that person even wants to be intimate with them. Is it for money? Is it really for them?
Hey,
Stuff
Star.
like that. In the
So let's take the fact that he's a celebrity out of the equation, and let's talk about that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My apologies. Let me back to the back. I got.
Don't do me like that. I'm not angry with you. I was just simply saying when we get to everyday life, that becomes a different topic, and it really is on both people. Just like the woman can say, okay, if you don't wear a condom, you ain't getting none. A man can say, if I can't wear a condom, you're not getting none. Like, I get sick of the blame game because in situations like that, especially when a child has now become involved, it is always 50-50 because it takes both of y'all to make that baby. It's not 45% his sperm, but 55% your womb. It's 50-50. It's everybody's fault when a baby comes into play that either nobody wanted or nobody planned for. I'm done.
Okay, so I say that we have majority of the responsibility. Why? Because we don't want to carry the baby. Of course, it is his responsibility, if he doesn't want children, okay, whatever. But since we carry the children, we are supposed to make it our business. I don't want kids right now, or I don't want them with you. So I'm going to make sure I do whatever I can to make sure I do not get pregnant. I say this as a mother of 5, but I had my children, well, 4 of them anyway. One of them by the same man, but the other 4 we were married. The first time I was being very irresponsible, we both were. But the other times I was married, so it's like, it's whatever. If you're not with the person you want to be with as a woman, and you know that the bulk of 100% of that responsibility is going to be on you, no matter if the father's there or not, because you have to carry the child. It is our responsibility to make sure we don't get pregnant if we don't want to get pregnant. At the end of the day,
I have a question for you, ladies, and fellas. You can chime into this. So my question is, we're all about women having rights to, control their body and choose if they want to go on with their pregnancy or if they want to abort, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. So, and not saying that this is at all acceptable, but why do men not have the right to say, you know what, I don't want to be a father right now. Like I don't want this. It's kind of like and I'm just playing devil's advocate. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like we have no choice. We have no say. Either you're with it or you're not, you know, and we suffer the consequences if we don't. You dig what I'm saying? So do you feel like it should be a process where you can be like, I think we talked about this, a process where you can be like, I don't want to be a father, and you know, without no kickback, no fight.
To be honest with you, bruh, then it wouldn't be any deterrent for young males or, you know, future fathers or whatever to see the consequences. This is how strong sex is to us, is that we see the problems. We see how much money and everything is being taken away from men just by making a mistake or not being responsible. And we still tend to follow the path of least resistance, which is Mother Nature, human nature. You know what I'm saying? So I have felt like that in the past. I have been through that situation. But as I mature, you know, as I've matured, I understand that totally was for me to either point the gun up at the sky, shoot that motherfucker all the way up in the sky, or aim it at the person that I'm trying to kill. You hear me? The club got shot the fuck up. So that was basically me and my pumping station. That was my fault. All right.
Okay, so I want to ask Phoenix a question first. It may be personal. If it's personal, we don't have to go there. But I don't disagree with your statement about it being, you know, our responsibility if we don't want to. Today, as it stands, are you still able to have a baby?
I had a bilateral tube ligation, so not the normal way.
So see, that's the reason I.
So what is it, a butt baby or something? What kind of baby can you have?
No, I can.
Hey.
Get pregnant again. I can still get pregnant. I just have to go through in vitro because I no longer have my fallopian tubes.
Well,
So see, that posed the question because after I had Jordan, I decided that I knew for a fact that I was not going to carry any more kids. You know what I mean? If I had another baby, it would absolutely have to be through adoption. So I had the same process. My tubes are gone. But that is how I chose to make sure that I didn't get pregnant again. You see what I'm saying? Not everybody has that same, you know. So I just wanted to pose that question because you and I have the same amount of kids. And for the most part, we agree on a lot of topics. So I wanted to see if, you know, you had the same stance on that. But before I shut up, hi, Giamo. Hi, honey.
Man,
how you doing?
The old man in the building, the allergies and the medicine kicking my ass, but I'm here.
Motherfucking pawpaw.
All in all, it takes two to tango. We get this, but it does. If I'm speaking from a man's perspective, I don't care what kind of pills, shots, sponge, whatever they got out now, or NuvaRing, uterus clamps they got out for y'all. I'm wrapping it up. You know, I ain't taking no chances. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's the man's responsibility. You know what I'm saying? As far as both of everybody who this is how you run the risk of something like this happening. Excuse me, and which is having babies by somebody you're not in love with. That comes from all the one night stands, all the sneaky links that people choose to have, so on and so forth. Because it only takes one day, as Mano said, to miss a pill and to think you have the opportune moment to shoot the club up because you trust her enough that she's taking some other contraceptives, and then voila, we on a new revised version of Maury 9 months later.
Okay, let me say something about birth control because I've been on all of them except for the rod.
Explain what the rod is after what
I'm about to say,
you're
'cause
about
if
to
you're on
say.
the rod,
I
if you're on the
never
rod,
heard of that.
That's how the kids got here.
Well, that one was flexible.
Bi-
The rod is they take a little metal rod. It's supposed to, and they inject it into your forearm, and that's supposed to be 3 years worth. 3 years. You keep it in for 3 years for birth control. So I've been on the patch.
horrific side effects.
Yeah, I've been on the patch. I've been on the pill. I've been on the shot. I've been on
Everything. Just say everything.
I'm just going by the names. I've been on abstinence. I've been on all of that. You know what I'm saying? My body fights against every form of birth control, and I have so many adverse reactions to it. The shot made me shrink in height. I lost bone density.
You were taller?
Yeah, I was 5'11". I'm shorter now, but I lost bone density. The pill made me nauseous all the time and gave me headaches. The patch made me itch and gave me headaches. The Mirena, I think that was the only one I didn't have any issues with, but the threads bothered him. So it was just a lot of. I've been on all these different birth controls, and so sometimes a woman can take the pills regularly, every day, and it could just be her body fighting against it. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. The reason why I say it's 100% our fault. I didn't want children. Can't tell that now. But I did not want any children. Why? Because I was raising my siblings. And so we were using protection all this time. And then eventually one day we didn't. That's not the day I got pregnant. But I was not being responsible. But like, hey, we got to keep, using the condoms. So I blame myself, one, because I knew once we took that joint off, he wasn't going to want to put it back on. Two, I didn't want children. And when I ended up pregnant, I was scared to death. But because of my religious beliefs back then, I didn't believe in abortions. So I kept my son. Well, throughout the pregnancy, of course, I fell in love with him. And so it was a different story. But initially, I did not want children. So if I had been more responsible, one, not having sex without protection, or just not having sex at all, I wouldn't have had my oldest child at that time. Or I might not even have children, period. I don't know. But it is my responsibility because I'm the one who has to carry the child. I'm the one who has to nurture that child for 9 to 10 months. I'm the one, because I breastfeed all my children, have to breastfeed the children. I'm the one who has to wake up in the middle of the night, and because we weren't married, we didn't live together, wake up in the middle of the night, deal with this crying, wake up in the middle of the night, deal with the sickness, go to the doctor, go to the hospital, do all these things. You are at the bulk percentage. It is your responsibility mostly as a mother to do all these things with the child. Now, if you're married, of course, your spouse is going to help you. But if you're not married and y'all don't live together, that is your full responsibility. So why do you want to put men, of course, have their own responsibility. If they don't want kids, you need to make sure you don't have no kids. But because you have to do all these things and you have to carry this baby, it is for 100% your responsibility to make sure you don't. Stop trying to put that responsibility on that man. It is you, because we are the receivers. He can nut everywhere, but ain't nothing getting pregnant unless it's going in the daggone uterus.
I hate to say this, but ladies, younger ladies to daughters my age and down, and I mean from 35 on down. The reason why the dating pool nowadays supposedly has piss in it, as you like to say nowadays, is because they have seen, they have heard, they have gone through the natural and unnatural so-called relationships, right? So if children are born out of wedlock, right, and they're male nowadays, they're not interested in trying to have children. They've seen and heard too fucking much from both sides of the goddamn coin, right? Shameless plug. But this is the reason why y'all starting to find that men are rebelling away. I mean, or running away from relationships nowadays, and they're really taking their fucking time. It's just a matter of time before they come up with a male birth control pill, and then you won't see babies at all.
Bro, I've been working on that. It's called Numb Nuts, right? It's for men. So it's highly concentrated with Mountain Dew, Red Bull, vodka, and gunpowder.
You trying to get the motherfucker to bite a nigga
You
face
trying
on you.
to burst
You
their
trying to
heart.
you trying to build a Floridian 80 alien and shit. You know the nigga that was ass naked and bit the nigga face off. That's your shit. That's a recipe for disaster. He's a pit bull.
It's well balanced and it'll work for 30 days.
Yeah, but what about your asshole?
Well, that's a side effect.
You can't eat nothing after you drink that. That's shit. What do you shit? Like it just seems like it just closes your mouths, your orifices, just everything. You just shut the fuck up. Weld your mouth shut.
It's still in testing. We haven't worked out the kinks, but it's called numb nuts. It's coming soon.
How about crazy glue? Anybody ever thought about putting crazy glue on the tip of your shit and just pinch it together? That way you.
What?
No, bro.
Women
gonna get cut. Why can't we just close our shit up? We just get backed up. You gonna have to.
Implode. So may I ask a question? Because since we kind of agree women's bodies, women's control. I was watching this this movie. I forgot the name of it, but it might have been one of the Why Did I Get Married joints. Yeah, it was. So in that scenario, the couple was married. The man wanted to work on another child. I think they had one, but he wanted to have another child. But without discussion or knowledge or anything, the wife went ahead and got her tubes tied without telling him, and so on and so forth. So, firstly, let's entertain that subject and bring it to a reality. How do you feel about a situation such as that?
It's selfish, but it's her body.
Her explanation was basically what I said. She was like, you don't have to carry a baby. I do. You don't have to give up your career. I do. You don't have to do X, Y, and Z. I do, which is why she made a choice. Now, I have separate thoughts. When you're married, it's both of your choices. I understand you have to carry the baby, but this is your husband. It's different to me when you're married. When you're married,
no, because you can still supposedly grape, GRAPE. You can supposedly still do that in a marriage. So I don't know if that's the case.
But yes, you can. But the thing is, this is something that both of you are supposed to decide. You know what I'm saying? That's just like women who want to have babies and he might not be ready, but you still got him on the timer, or you trying to have sex and you said, and men do we have somebody who got set up and thankfully she didn't get pregnant, but it happens all across the board. The thing is, for me though, marriage is different. Marriage is different for me. If you're married to somebody, that's just something that y'all supposed to do together. You know what I'm saying? If she's not ready, this should be a conversation. If he's not ready, it should be a conversation. But that was selfish to do. And that going into a whole different conversation. But yeah, that for me, that was wrong. But again, she has to carry the baby. She has to give up and sacrifice certain things. But outside of a marriage, nah.
The end result, everybody, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The end result is, when it comes to gun violence, when you are aiming, when you pointed at somebody, fellas, right? You are going to be blamed regardless. You are going to be blamed regardless. It's no different than any gun law out here. You point it, you aim it, you shoot it, it's yours. That's your body. You did. So to all the youngins out there listening, hey, don't use your condoms. Do everything that you possibly can to prevent this shit, because I'm telling you now, it's your body. It's your body.
I actually have something to add on.
Sit your ass in Indian style and toot your shit down. Okay? Stop spreading your shit so easy.
Indian style.
All right?
Style can still make it work, so I wouldn't say that.
Man, listen. Stop tooting your ass up. Stop tooting your ass up. Y'all are the gates of heaven. Why is it? Why is it so easy? Remember the parable that I gave y'all I think this is years ago when I said this. If every key can fit a lock, it's a shitty fucking lock.
Now unless it's a smart lock, buddy.
Now that's the key. Now that's the one thing that we aren't talking about, because no. The difference is, is that we aren't really addressing the issue of women's decision-making skills. Did y'all already touch on that? I'm sorry because I'm late. But did we really be critical on women's decision-making skills? Like, have we
Not
thought
really.
about how silly and how blinded women can be, especially when it comes to a regular ass man? Like, I was a regular ass man. Like, I work a 9 to 5. What is it about me that you wanted to keep this fucking baby for? Like, you have to a smart lock. I'm glad that you said that. Are women smart?
Whoa, wait a
No. Are women smart in their decision making and their choice of men in comparison to men doing what instinct tells them to do and close their eyes and be with Halle Berry while they in that ass?
hell no. It's y'all.
We're stupid.
Too.
Are y'all stupid?
Because no, I don't
I
want to
think y'all are.
totally forget. We all dumb as hell when we horny as shit and stupid. We just dumb. But the fact of the matter is, somebody got to think. Goddamn it, who gonna take care of these kids?
You ever tried to jerk off and take a shit at the same time?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nice.
well, there's a natural occurrence that happens, everybody, that no matter, and you can look this up, that no matter what you were doing, procreation takes precedence over any other bodily function. You could be in the if fellas and women, well, I don't know, women are different because they will shit and have sex on you. Shut up, shut the fuck up. We're not gonna relive that situation. I've had it happen, but for men, that if you have to pee, you can't even pee hardly with a hard on. You can't take a dump with a hard on. It's procreation over everything. So there are certain mechanisms in our bodies that actually drive us into these modes. You know what I'm saying? But we have to address the elephant in the room. Are women thinking more? Because throughout society, they say that y'all mature faster, that y'all are the decision. Like, you give a woman something, they're supposed to multiply. Now that's sperm too, right? But outside of that, are women thinking more than men?
May I address something you just said? Now,
Yes, sir.
because a lot of women, or a large margin of them, use that argument. Women mature faster than men. Psychologically speaking, chemically, yes, by chemical design, they do. But stupid is still stupid. A stupid person is still a stupid person. An inexperienced person is still an inexperienced person, and a person with no common sense still has no common sense. There's probably a person older than every one of y'all right now who you will look at and say, that's a stupid. So that really plays no factor in any argument. I digress. Moving on.
Thank you, Quick, because yeah.
Ain't no cause yeah. I
No.
want the ladies to fucking answer the question.
It's a lot.
No. Answer the goddamn question, because men are stupid. We admit that we're dumb.
Yeah, y'all are.
Are women not thinking for the man?
It's
Or you're
not.
thinking for yourselves?
It's not the thinking. It's more so we like to follow our emotions. We follow our feelings. We follow our heart. So we tend to think that because we're doing this with this person, or this person says something to us, especially with like what Quick said, when you don't know or just naive to certain things, you honestly believe what this person is saying. I'm saying guys don't feel that way either, but we fall more into the talk than your actions. Instead of looking at what the fuck you doing and be like, nah, this dude's tripping up. We go into, oh, maybe if I love him, he'll change. Maybe if I had a baby, he'll stay with me. Maybe if I give him this, no, y'all don't work that way. Because if you want to be with somebody, you're going to be with them. If you want to have a baby with them, well, you don't take nothing but a nut for y'all. But it's just things that we think until we grow up and understand how life works. We think emotionally and we act that way, and we allow our hearts to lead us before we transition over and mature and realize, okay, that's not how the world works. So we mature a lot in other ways, but emotionally, we can be very naive with manipulative people, manipulative men.
I asked a simple goddamn
And I
question.
told you yes, but I broke it down because I was like, yeah, Quick. And you want me to break it down? So I'm going to break it down. Your simplistic question kind of doesn't have a simplistic answer because that's what we do. Emotionally, no. We
So
fall
basically, y'all don't think. Basically, you don't fucking think.
no, we follow our
Is that,
heart.
no. Your scientific Bill Nye the Science Guy explanation has nothing to fucking do with everything else. Fuck your emotions.
told
Fuck
you.
everything else.
Right. That's what I said.
Are you thinking at that moment the consequences of the future? Are you thinking all of these things? Women don't, huh?
I said no, and then I told you why
So we both stupid as shit. So we both not thinking.
earlier.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, I just wanted to double check because you was like in a roundabout way trying to explain that shit.
Oh, and I explained why. Earlier, I said we both dumb as hell. And did I not give you the explanation about my slow, horny 18-year-old, 17-year-old ass that got pregnant and was in high school walking around wobbling and shit?
Oh, my bad. I got you all excited. So I think so. Look, so back to it. What did they say? I had my first child at 19, right? So I didn't have, but I, being a father, I was married at that point. So what we have here is a thing about age. So one thing that they're not teaching us in school, one thing that they're not teaching us, and the youngins seem to get it nowadays because they're waiting for the most part. They're waiting a lot. But the prefrontal cortex doesn't develop until what, 25? So I think that it comes to a point where it's a matter of education as far as, should you wait? Should you procreate? Like, what is it that we're not telling our children? Because I know my father told me the consequences of everything, and I still couldn't listen. You know what I mean? You can't prevent it. But I was going to ask that question. How do you prevent it? There's no way.
Yeah,
By pulling out.
Bro, once your butt cheeks locked, bro, you over with, bro. You can't at 18, 19, bro, your butt cheeks instinctively gonna lock you in, bro.
So look, I ain't even gonna lie to you, and she probably killed me for sharing this shit, god damn it. But it's a no filter show, fuck it. I've had a nice little long streak of not procreating. I always bragged about my James Harden step back. Well, this past year, my step back has pretty much damn near almost been non-existent. I had to be benched a couple times. I have done so much. My step back game has been so poor lately that you might as well say that I should be a stockholder in Plan B's.
I told you another one was coming, bro.
I told you no. I'm just saying. I feel like lately I've been living on the edge. I feel like I've been on demon time. I've been running up in that jump with the ski mask on, shooting the club up, robbing banks. Everything, bro. I've been a straight
crunchy blackface,
nigga. I've been a menace.
Lord, with my friend.
But I've been going to therapy to try to get myself together to get back in the groove of things, back in training camp. Get my legs back underneath me. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Mo got a valid point. Sometimes your ass cheeks lock and you just can't go nowhere. But honestly,
at the same time, to your defense, bro. There's times where women tend to do that thing where they lock their legs around you and prevent you from moving.
Slow down, stop.
I'm like, no, I gotta move back. I gotta move back, and they don't let you move back.
Everywhere. Your submarine is now.
Hey, look, or here's the ultimate. Or when they tell you to come in them, like when they tell you,
and they hype you all up and stuff.
When you tell me, how can I not please you?
My biggest cheerleader? Oh my God, what? I can't? Yes, baby. Oh God.
And you can't tell me neither one of you ladies here are not guilty of that.
I'm not guilty. I am not guilty. I'm going to tell you why, because I'm so freaking fertile. I have never, ever.
Of course, you were meant to. I'm beginning to think you were just put on this earth to populate, because you said yourself your body fights contraceptives, all forms of it. You literally had to go and get your tubes tied in a bow tie in order for this not to happen no more.
I'm so sorry, ma'am, but would you like some tartar sauce on your fish?
I took them Jones out. I didn't want to
All
get
right,
pregnant.
my bad. You had to get your whole lower half. You had to get you had to get gutted. My bad. You had to get entirely gutted to make sure this don't happen.
Hey, yo, ma'am. Hey, yo, ma'am. Excuse me. Would you like some mayonnaise on your sub? All right. You know, that's it. Yeah, come on, man.
Hey, bro, he said to you, what extra tartar sauce on your fish?
Would you like tartar sauce on your fish?
OMG.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, did I go overboard? Sorry.
Oh, man. Oh,
Look.
man.
5 is enough. Okay. My youngest is 8, about to be 9.
So end all be all. 5 about to be 9. End all be all. We all stupid. We all retarded.
Yeah. I mean, bro, like, let's be real.
Raw as king.
In the middle of sex, who can think straight?
Hell no.
Who we tell people we love them in the moment. Like, come on.
Let's think about this. So we was talking about, and Star, she brought up that, in the different situations, when money is involved, you have the bargaining chip. So you know better at that point. You got too much money and you have to protect it. But when it comes to degular Joe Blow with the ski mask, you know what I'm saying, with the Helly Hansen and shit, women want the dingaling, right? That's riding a bicycle to come see your ass. Where were the standards back then? I mean, women live in Disney World and Disneyland all their lives, and then all of a sudden it's just love, right? And then y'all grow up, and then you want bigger figures. You want men with shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a matter of just grooming. You know what I'm saying? And teaching our kids that,
The weird thing is, if you look at the stats, a lot of men who are in those high positions, they usually date down. Like the women they pick don't even come from money most of the time.
Because most women don't come from money. I mean, the disparity between pay and the gap and all that stuff, bro. Like they don't really come from a lot of money, bro.
Nah, but
go ahead, bro.
I will say this. I'm seeing a lot more women in position of power nowadays.
Now, question.
Fuck power.
I was just about to ask. So, in the roles reversed. Now, granted, I know the probability, but Mo, Rock, a woman that comes from money or has money or is in that high stature, when they're looking for somebody, are they willing, or are they looking to date down, or are they trying to look for somebody higher?
Absolutely no.
Only white women.
No, they
only white women.
It is a fact that majority women, I want to say 95% of women, only date up. And it was crazy because it was a video saying that men will date down and build a woman up, but a woman refuses to date down and build a man up. They want somebody that's above them, and that's kind of
it's weird, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna start that shit. Only white women do that. They can take a man, and make him a house husband. Black men don't know what the fuck that means.
PS5.
There are no 100,000aires and 200,000aire black women that are gonna sit your ass down and say, "You stay at home, you take care of the kid." I be seeing these white boys walking their goddamn kids like pit bulls. Everywhere, all over the city, walking the dog, walking the kids. They got plenty of time. There's no such thing in our community. Women are not going to fucking give us that break. They don't want us to bond. They don't want us to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Walking the kids is crazy.
I mean, they're walking. Not literally.
Would you?
But yeah, that's true.
Would y'all want to stay home?
Hell no.
I got to go out there and get it. Now, granted, she's giving me the option to stay, but I feel like just for me, I got to be productive. I got to go out there and get it. You know what I mean? That's just me. But all in all, why do you feel, well, firstly, Mo, before I even ask it, would you be a stay-at-home pops?
I can definitely do that. I could definitely do that shit. I had an injury while I was in a relationship, and I had my son at the same time. An illness, and I was at home. I cooked, I cleaned, I had a lot of time to do things, even though I was in pain, everything. Like, yeah, it's not hard. As long as I had more creative time. When all my life, all I've ever known was grind, find the next hustle, woo de woo, blah, blah, blah. If my lady was to be rich, fuck yeah. If she's making the majority of the money and it's cheaper than paying $1,000 a week for the child to be in fucking daycare, hell yeah, I'll take that 2 years off. But you gonna be funding the guys' night out. I don't want to hear that shit when it's time for me to take a break, motherfucker. You gonna be giving me beer money, all that shit. You gonna be paying for fine dining. You gonna get my ashy ass feet done, all that shit. See,
Mo
fall into a woman mode. See,
Mo just can't wait. Mo can't wait to just he wants to tell the woman, not tonight. I'm tired.
I'll be a butler, nigga. I'll be a butler.
That's what he wants. That's hilarious, yo. But what do you think?
Hey, Star, where you at? Hey, what's Star viewpoint?
Star sleep.
Man, I'm not. This topic has me boiling so freaking bad. I'm still trying to
talk about it.
I can talk about it now. You ready for me to speak? So, as
you better holler.
Question for Mr. O, because you are really, really, really always so critical of women, right? So, my question is,
All right, go ahead.
Whether there's love involved or not, so I can broaden this because I really want your. What about these dudes that intentionally shoot the club up to try to hold on to the damn woman, but they're not ready to be fathers? Like, I understood this whole topic. I genuinely did. It basically, revolved around what the normal is. But there's always the other side of the coin. Women like me who will have a guy look you in your face and tell you, I was poking holes in the condom because I wanted to get you pregnant. Anyway, it was intentional. So again, what happens when it's the other side? Because it's not just women who have all of these motives to turn up pregnant on these men. Sometimes these men want to be in a relationship with you or whatever, or want to have some type of tie to you so that when they want to come back around and will get you pregnant. Nobody discussed that side of it yet.
I think I did mention that.
I mentioned it.
I really did. And I also said, fellas, gun control laws. If you own the weapon, it's your choice to catch that body. So I did address that.
So what you're saying is, while you beat Phoenix over the head, trying to make her say women are dumb.
Are y'all scissoring right now? Is this like some subliminal scissoring going on? I'm listening. I'm sorry.
Want to watch?
Y'all make me sick. You know what I'm saying, because you are always on this platform. You are always uber critical of women. And then when the focus is turned to the men, you try to tap dance over that shit lightly.
No, I said that we're stupid. I've been saying we're stupid since the inception of this show. How many times we got to spin the block on how dumb men are? I want the responsibility on the women, since this is what we are talking about. You know what? This is the problem with it. This is the problem with this. No, hold on real quick. This is the problem with this, Star. You shouldn't have your blood boiling if y'all are so goddamn intuitive and y'all can read our fucking minds. And you know for a fact that we have a problem with y'all supposedly knowing every fucking thing wrong with us. But when it comes to the ding-a-ling being inside of you, you can't think now. You can't choose now. No. You don't know the consequences afterwards. You didn't see me riding down the block with cuffed jeans, a ski mask, and a Helly Hansen with a Glock on me. You didn't see the consequences of me being a bitch-ass nigga. But now all of a sudden, men can chew. Come on now. I'm being critical of women. You're not being critical enough.
No, that's bullshit. And for the record, my blood ain't boiling about the stupid choices that two consenting adults make. My blood is boiling because every time you mention a woman, you like to be loud and boisterous. So what I'm simply saying is, when you start discussing men, you gotta say it with your chest just like you do any other time, little nigga. Now
But I
what?
did though. But I did though. And so, and the crazy part
Yeah.
about it is, men ain't saying it with their chest no more. Now you got to go on the blogs. They got 20 versus 1. They got all this ghetto shit going on. And guess what? The rappers is out here saying, the young niggas is out here saying, yeah, I'm good, shawty. Like, they can come out there with the fattest asses. Niggas like, nah, I'm good.
Don't
They
keep
currying women.
generalizing.
These youngins is currying women now. Because they
No,
currying them. They are
no,
carrying the shit out of women. They listen, it's happening in front of your face. The men
you.
aren't choosing anymore. They are the choice. Like no, I mean, excuse me. Women aren't choosing anymore. The men are choosing. So now we're outnumbered. And so these youngins, you can look at 20 versus 1. Look at all these situations where the youngins are now in charge. They making a little cake. Women are starting to understand the difference. That's why y'all gotta eat each other out. That's why y'all gotta put y'all dildos to work, because these young dudes ain't fucking around no more. They're not playing anymore, and they drugged up all that shit. They're not fucking around no more. They're not playing these games no more. Either you got some sustenance, which I don't know how the fuck that goes in the same sentence as drugs. But if you have some sustenance, we think they're stupid. We think that these young men are slow just because they, even though they look like it, but they're gamers. They're into different things, coding, shit like that. It's so weird out here. The dynamic is so different. And now what you're starting to find is that you have these young ladies and women out here. All they want to do is trick. They want to trick these guys into shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the roles are reversing. You got to pay attention to the youth. It's not my old ass. It's not my old ass. Okay, my days are over with. My days are over with. I'm out the game. But when it comes to men, now they're starting to be more in charge and more enlightened to the fact that, man, I ain't about to lose my bread over this bra. So here you have it. This is the dynamic this is what we did. This is our situation. Sorry.
Well, there is a big shift. There is a huge shift,
I
and
mean,
I think a lot
go ahead.
of the men, they watch their dad, or they watch their dad's uncle. Somebody have to deal with things, so their uncle or somebody have told them, "Hey, don't let this woman do X, Y, and Z." And even some mothers tell their sons that. So I agree. The boys out here and the young men out here are not playing these games. I talk to my son like, "Hey, same way I tell my daughters, I tell him." Don't allow these girls out here to play with you. Don't allow them to do these things. You keep yourself. I tell my daughters the same thing. Don't allow these boys to play with you. I don't care if you're a boy or not. No, you got to protect yourself, just like I tell my daughters. You got to protect yourself. I don't play them games with either one of them, because I know what I see and what happens out here. And not saying that women wasn't trying to trick the whole time, or men wasn't trying to, it's more prevalent now. It's more out there. And they sing about it. They rap about it. The girls are just, they buck. The girls have gone buck wild. And yeah, the boys are not playing, the guys ain't playing with it now. And I get it. And it's a good thing, because now you guys are thinking. Now you guys can see. And eventually the ladies are going to have to come back.
See what happens when women nurture men? Now you starting to see that they thinking like y'all. See all these single mothers out here, guess what? Future wives are starting to feel the wrath.
What you mean?
Are you slow? If
No.
women are single and they are raising boys, right? If a majority of women are, I know you ain't slow, because this shit is crazy. Remember, we did the stats. If a majority of men that are imprisonated and or single right now, in or out of the prison system, the industrial complex, right? The prison industrial complex, if they are being raised by females and the females now are regretting it, who the fuck is to blame? See, because our dumb ass is gonna tell our boys, hey, you shoot that club up yet, boy?
Yeah. Like, no.
But y'all are starting to see the fruits of y'all labor. I'm pretty sure Star. I'm pretty sure Phoenix. I'm pretty sure that you as very intelligent ladies are raising your sons to be way more conscious about their decision making, right? So in the end, it's starting to eat away at the status, like the shit that we're used to. And so they're thinking more in their feminine energy instead of just that thug mentality, that go get it mentality that men are usually. I know when I was raised, like, nigga, go get it, nigga, go get it.
I mean, okay, they're pausing because when they're more patient, they're watchful, which is yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Since and since we are talking about how women or how we are, let's generalize it, how we are raising our sons, are we doing the daughters of good service? When
Now
we look
that,
at the generation of women out here now and so on and so forth, and below that, is there something wrong with how the young ladies are being raised?
of course it is, because they're being raised by women. So now remember, if you, and we did the stats on single fathers. We did the stats. And if y'all don't believe me, look it up. Single fathers have a better chance of keeping males out of prison and a very good chance that their daughters won't get pregnant. It's a fucking big ass fact. When we're involved, we tend to be the contraceptive for most people.
Yeah, when you're actually active involved, because you can have a father in the home and he's not involved. So when you are an involved father, yes. When you are an involved mother, especially with their father. Now, there's a difference in single mother, single father, and a father that's single and a mother that's single. I'm a mother who's single.
The single stats for fathers,
I know.
the fathers. Let's go. Let's go. I wasn't finished. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to start with this one.
I'm a single mother, and the children's father are in their lives. That's not a single mother. You're a mother that's single. If they have their father in their lives and he's participating, regardless if y'all together or not, you're just a mother who's single. If the father has the children and the mother is participating, the most part, the father got kids, the mother usually don't. But if you are a father who has your children and the mother actually helps you and y'all co-parent and everything, you're a father who's single, not a single father. Now, these stats, most likely the mother's not involved for the fathers.
Good.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
Finally. But that is the main stat. Is that so? The main stat. I'm sorry. Quick. For the main stat is that single fathers, and majority of the time when men are lucky enough to be a single father, which is very fucking rare, right? But in the majority of those households that men are in charge purely, we usually give the kids more freedom than the mothers do. Right? No, it's big ass facts. No,
for the boys,
no.
I think y'all give the girls more freedom.
The girls, hold on now. I doubt that. I think that we did. I think that we do. But I want to go back to quick. I want to go back to what Quick said. When it comes to our daughters, if the mother is raising them, if a majority of the women, which stats say a majority of women are single mothers, right? Now, I mean, we're talking about just living outside of the household, period. If a woman relinquishes control over their daughters, right, and allows the father in, no matter how it looks, no matter the aesthetics on the outside, what we're finding is that the women that are raised by women are loose as a goose. But the boys tend to funnel those emotions. They're changing. It's evolving. This shit is weird. Shit is fucking weird. People are eating soy burgers and shit. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
Say that the sons being raised by their fathers are whores because y'all take y'all sons out and women are loose. It's the same. You're going to protect your daughters.
No, that's an actual fact.
You knew how it is as a man, just like women more so protect their sons because they know how these women are. But the girls go wild, the boys go wild. It's the same thing. So somebody lacking.
A boy can't go wild.
Why can't
you gotta look? Well, look. You gotta remember.
But the evidence can't show. Don't mean he ain't a hoe.
A boy can't go wild. A man can't go wild. A man starts making responsibilities. It's a big ass difference.
But him making responsibilities don't mean he ain't wild because does he handle his responsibilities?
A man can't be wild unless he just shooting up shit and robbing shit. Now, it's a big difference between a criminal and a man that makes babies. 9 times out of 10, when a man makes a child, It gives him a little bit of a level headedness. I have not seen a man.
It's like
what I'm saying is the difference between men and women and how a man is going to raise a man is that, nigga, if you have a baby, daddy damn sure ain't watching the kid. That's the shit y'all don't tell these fucking girls, and y'all don't straight up just tell them like, look, don't bring that motherfucker back here. You get pregnant, it's on your ass. Men have to hear that from their fathers all the time and they fucking mothers. Don't bring that fucking child back up in here. Ain't no grandmas no more. It's grandmas. GL. But ain't no fucking man ever heard their father say, son, if you have a child, we're going to watch it. We're going to nest that egg and we're going to just hold on to it. No, bitch ass nigga. You fucked her. Your ass got to get a job. That's the consequence. But no. You know what women do to women? Young women? Oh, just bring the baby here, girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll watch it while you struggle in high school. Come on. While you're lactating. Come on. Come on. Give me the baby. That's the fucking problem. Y'all nurtured them into this mentality. 100%.
Well, they always said the son is mama's baby and the daughter is daddy's little girl.
Well, in my house, all their asses better go do what they gotta do, because ain't no. I'm out of here. Once you gone, mommy gone. I don't have no kids. I told them you need to wait till you get married to have children. You need to wait until you get married to have children. I ain't saying sex gonna happen. You wait until you get married to have children. If you don't want to get married, don't have children. I'm not playing.
Fellas, dick is money.
What?
Wait a minute.
Dick is money. Dick is money.
What does Star have to say about this?
There's a cash register.
Money out, you don't pass that dick out.
Think of your dick as a cash register.
So is the vagina the
just don't sell it for the KD?
So that's the safe deposit box then.
Oh, they banking that money. Oh, they banking that money now. You best believe. Star,
do you have any input on this situation here?
No.
So damn.
Oh wow, that was easy. Oh wow. Why do I feel like her head is steaming again for some reason? Like as she always says.
It is. I'm not in disagreement with anybody. I think this type of topic always gets under my skin because, like for instance, all the way back in high school, like I said, I was an athlete, so I had to take all the teams took sex education together, and that was such a whack experience. You had two head coaches that was both men in there telling the boys about condoms and how, girls will try to get pregnant to before they make it big and, basketball or football or whatever. And that was like the whole gist of it. And then lo and behold, my situation was completely different. So these types of things is always going to get under my damn skin because it always seems like such an unfair situation. It genuinely seems like, women or young girls are made to be the bad guy when one of them turn up pregnant. Two reckless people are two reckless people, and it's just the simple fact that at the end of the day, everybody has motive. Everybody has a reason why they do things. It's not just women who think, oh, I can change him or I can keep him if I have this baby. There's really genuinely some males out there with that same mentality. So.
Oh, that's what I wanted to address before I got cut off by Phoenix. That's what I wanted to talk about because you had mentioned that Star, and that's crazy. To the women that have been through that, I can honestly say I've rarely heard that story, and that's not just trying to isolate you or point the finger at you, but most men aren't aiming to knock up a woman. A majority of men, this is barbershop talk. I'm sorry, excuse me.
I agree. I was just saying I agree with you. I know that that's not a common occurrence, but because I'm considered a quote unquote anomaly, I know that there has to be other women or young girls out there who have been through my experience. Like that situation really, because he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, a trash ass nigga or this and that and that. And there was love involved, and you know, eventually we got engaged, all this other stuff. But it still boils down to I had to first look at the mental state of this person. Not only did you do that, but you were able to admit it to my face. And you had me thinking I was crazy because I would get up some morning and my birth control would already be missing. So you got me thinking I took it and don't remember and I'm going crazy. And now that you know for a fact that I'm pregnant, you're admitting that you were poking holes in the condom and flushing my damn pills down the toilet. All I'm saying is there are some males that do that shit because I fucked around and met one.
So this is the reason why. Okay, so this is crazy, right? But this is something that I teach my kids. Start a fucking argument early in the relationship. Once that title comes, start some shit. Start a lot of shit. Yes, the first 6 months should be hell day, just like the military. It should be hell fucking week, every fucking week. You should make a motherfucker reveal themselves in less than 2 weeks.
Well,
You should put them through boot camp, y'all. Woman or man.
I agree, actually.
Good idea.
The sad thing about it is now that you've explained why I agree.
Hey, look,
that is,
when you tell them no, you make them mad, or you don't sleep with them. Them true colors will come out. So within the first 6 months, I like that. We about to start having people mad as hell out here.
Yo, you just gave me an idea, but we'll talk about it after the show.
Hell week. Let's give people hell first. You have to find a temperament. It's no different from outing a dog, testing a vehicle. You gotta see, you gotta put it through something to know the capabilities of the thing, right? Tijuana said something, yeah. You gonna post that joint, bruh?
Tijuana.
She said, as a single woman that raised 3 amazing children, 2 males, 1 female, all were taught three
things. I think she meant
3
No,
things.
this is one of my aunties. She said they were all taught the same thing. If you make a baby, you would take care of them, not her.
Now, see that, like I said earlier, that should be a consequence, and I think that males go through that way more brutal reality than females do. There are broods, there are hives of women that take care of each other like it's nothing. Like, okay, you had a baby, all right, I know what the fuck that feels. Y'all identify too much when there should be a little bit more separation and a threat. Men always deal with threats. Women don't deal with threats.
So hold on. I have to agree with you real quick, and I'm going to shift the gears real quick because we got to get out of here. Women are threats, especially when us men fuck up, right? So I'm about to play this video where a man was under anesthesia and he came out and he was talking just a little bit too much. Check the video out.
Oh, it's that truth serum.
A couple of days ago, and it was great.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You heard me?
I think that medicine got you hallucinating or talking out your mind or something.
I know what I'm talking about. You just stupid. That's why I love you, because you stupid. You believe anything I say. I done cheated on you so many times.
Yo.
So let me ask you this. Last night when you said you was going to work, where was you at?
I was at my baby mama's house. I got a baby on the way.
I'm not pregnant.
Anybody talking about you, stupid? I got my side piece pregnant.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Wow.
As you gonna be right back up here at this ER.
What?
You gonna be right back up here.
What?
You got a baby on the way having threesomes and shit. How you?
Yo. Yo.
That man is in trouble.
Bro, That should be outlawed that your spouse or your significant other can come in there while you're under anesthesia, bro. I have tried to fuck my nurses every time I've had surgery. I've tried to fuck them every time, bro. And it's nothing. It's no harm. I don't know what the fuck I said. I don't know what the fuck I said. That's why
I'm gonna tell you this. I want everybody watching. Go on YouTube and type up the funniest thing in the world. Type up like kids when they get high on anesthesia at the hospital and listen to the things they say. That is the most hilarious thing I have ever heard in my life. Oh my gosh.
the crazy part is because it's on fucking camera. She gonna use that shit as ammunition. That's not fair. They should not let people back into your room until you are recovered from anesthesia. I'm telling y'all, I've had multiple surgeries. I'm practically robotic. I've said the worst shit to some of the nurses. I pulled my dick out, everything on nurses in front of my ex-wife. That had nothing to do with her, and that wasn't the fucking truth because I was a nun when I was married. So fuck that. Like, no, I don't even believe in the saying a drunk mind speaks a sober heart. I don't never believe that. I never believed it. I don't believe it.
So before we go, I got one more video. I've been real quiet. I let y'all talk your shit. Y'all was getting into it. I felt Star over there boiling. She was very upset over there, and hopefully these next videos can make her laugh. So I just want to recap real quick. So last week, my brother Mo was talking about this special move that he do, where he shimmies, quote unquote, right?
Oh nah.
Okay.
Oh, it was me, nigga.
Yeah, it was you. It was you. What was that, bro? Let him know what it was.
Nigga, I'm old. I forgot.
So he said he does the helicopter move, and I think this is the video. This is one of many. So let me go ahead and cue this video up. I was trying to segue into it and buy some time. Let's check out Kermit the Frog real quick.
Can you sing a song for me?
Sure.
Sing the song, and I need you now.
And I need you more than ever. Hey, can I tell you a joke?
Sure.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not your childhood. My bad, Shotty.
Bro, you gonna get us canceled on this place.
We're not gonna get canceled. We're not gonna get canceled.
Not your childhood.
Well,
that went wrong.
And I need to murder.
Can I ask you something, Phoenix? Is that how is that how guys hit on you online? They just drop something like that in your DM.
Sometimes. But I do. I judge their angles, tell them that's not a good angle, and try a different angle so they can send it to somebody right.
Hey, fellas.
I don't want it.
Fellas, young men, you gotta judge them too. You gotta judge them too. They gotta give you angles of the hoof and everything. They gotta spread the lips so you can do a thorough medical examination.
Bruh,
nah,
the dingling pic, that unsolicited dingling pic. I'm gonna be like,
no.
That's not a good angle for you. Turn this way, and take the picture and send it to somebody else because I don't want it.
That's funny. Hey, babe, but hey, you know who don't have a problem critiquing pictures that get sent to them? G Baby. Because I remember he posted. Because he posted one. I don't know if he just reshared a meme or whatever, or if it was really something someone said to him. But some girl sent him a supposedly, allegedly, because it could have been a meme, but it could have been real. But he posted like this booty pic. And he was saying, "This is the most horrible picture. I've been spitting this game all this time, and you sent me this weak shit or whatever." It was funny. I'm not gonna say how he said it, but he publicly critiques apparently. Shout out to G Baby, yo.
Yeah, man.
Well, that's a privileged little motherfucker there, because nigga, all my years I haven't had the chance to get an unsolicited booty pic.
Yeah.
Huh? I tried, but it don't work.
It was a Phoenix. Have you sent any like from
No.
behind the back?
No.
Not even like half a cheek.
Mm-mm.
Like
Not. Mm-mm.
you haven't sent it and said good morning. Here's the sunrise.
No.
Women, I don't think women look at their oysters as we do our crab legs. You know?
Wow, I never heard it called oysters before, bro.
Bruh, have you ever eaten them?
I have.
I didn't. That's what booty hole look like. That's what pussy look like, bro. You heard me? That's why we eat them.
But are you saying booty or never mind. This is GMO's mind. I'm
Okay,
not
this is
going in.
country
I'm
shit.
not going
Booty
there.
hole does not mean butthole, bro. I know you obsessed with buttholes, right? I didn't
Bruh,
say brown eye.
you have
Booty
no
hole
right.
means pussy hole.
Wait. You have absolutely no right to call anybody obsessed with buttholes.
Hey,
You better stop that right now.
You got a point. So look, before this conversation goes any further left, we're about to wrap it up because we're not about to talk about shit, assholes, or booty holes.
It was about to go there too.
We're not doing that tonight. So
yeah. Y'all already know these vibes, man. K-Quick, IamKQuick.com. These bars are fake. Shout out to Sean Marshall. She just dropped a new single called Late Night Delight. Make sure y'all check that out. Check out MC Rest's new group project, Third Dirt. Drop their debut EP. All that is fire. Check it out. We out here. Yeah.
Man, naturally and unnaturally. This is your man, GMO, aka non-GMO, man. I'm sorry, but better late than never, man. I love y'all.
And I'm the Blue Phoenix. You can catch me at the Blue Phoenix Hills everywhere. Have a great evening, you guys.
And I am just Star. And as I said before,
not the list.
Ladies, watch the tartar sauce. Just watch the tartar sauce.
Do the kids.
Since when did Just Star talk like Phoenix?
Right. He's like mixing us up for some reason.
Sheesh, Louise. Look, make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms at Taylor Made Rock. Hold on. Speaking of the lady herself. Ooh.
Come on.
Do your outro, Stizzy. Or not.
Okay. Well, follow me on social media platforms at Taylor Made Rock. Make sure y'all do me a favor and tap into DMV Jams. DMV Jams TV will be dropping April 2024. We're doing something big. The rollout is coming soon. Stay tuned.
Also, real quick, to add on the DMV Jams, all DJs, aspiring media personalities, y'all want a good shot, internship, whatever, make sure y'all hit us up here at the No Filter Show. The No Filter Show, RBTV at gmail.com. Hit us up.
That's a bet. And this is the No Filter Show. We see y'all next week, y'all.